Hi, this is Sven Rafferty for Sven on Tech. This is the video review for the HTC Droid Incredible on Verizon. Here is the unit right here. As you can see, it's a nice, sleek looking unit with soft touch buttons and what they are calling the optical joystick. Here on the side you have your mini USB input, your volume up and volume down buttons. On the back you have your 8 megapixel camera with 2 LEDs that Verizon claims to give you super sharp pictures, and the pictures actually are sharp. You can see the branding right there with Google on the unit. This side has nothing. On the top you see your standard phone jack as well as your phone no jack, or rather earphone jack, and then you have your power button there, and that pretty much takes care of the system except for the microphone down there. And then to turn it on, I gotta admit, I hit the optical button lots of times because I am an iPhone user primarily, and the iPhone has pretty much engaged me to do that, to turn it on, but that's not the case. You do have to turn the power on here, and then that's when you get your screen. And to unlock, you just simply pull down, and there you go. If you see, notice little clouds. This is kind of honestly one of the coolest features of the Droid. It gives you that animation when you open it, and we're going to go into demo mode to show you some of the other cool things it does. Here's thunderstorms, and here comes the windshield wiper. And you have your standard menus, other items here. You got your favorites for your contacts. You have your notes. And if you move to the other side, then you have your email. Then you have your appointments. Little quick widget to turn on and off aspects like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, which is really cool, and I actually like that. When you go into your email, you can just tap on the email, it'll take you into your email inbox, obviously the green indicating new email, and you can click on that. The email rendering is pretty good, but the email box as a whole, I gotta say, Apple does a much nicer job of setting up the email and streaming and going through it. The inbox, it works, it's nice. Just honestly, I think Apple does a finer job of showing the email and so forth, but it works very nicely. What I do like on the bottom here is you have quick tasks, so you could go into discussions, favorite emails, or VIP group, any unread emails, any flagged emails, and any mail invitations, since this connects directly to Exchange, and then emails with attachments. So you can really narrow down and filter your email quickly by doing so, which is really, I do like that aspect of it. The camera application is pretty nice, but one of the problems I had with the camera application is it says press optical joystick to take the photo. Well, if you noticed, the balloon wasn't quite showing the optical joystick, which is this, and since that's kind of a new term, most people aren't probably going to know what an optical joystick is, and that's actually how you take the picture. And there you can see how the dual LED worked there. And then your options, you have take it again, and so forth. And you can tap on here to see your pictures and the pictures you took, and kind of move around and see the things that you've done. You have video clips, you have pictures, and so forth. And I gotta say, these are stock photos here. This is picture I took in some odd sunlight. You can see it was a mixture of sunlight, and the quality is actually very, very good. I've been very impressed with the quality of the pictures that this takes. Very sharp and very accurate in colors. The 8 megapixel does a great job in taking pictures, and here's your menu and some of the things you can do. You can share right into Facebook from Flickr and so forth. You have your web browser, which is running Chrome. It does a pretty good job. It's fairly quick. It's fairly responsive. Let's go into one of the images. You can open up an image. And let's see. And you can see the multi-touch is pretty darn good. You have the Android market, much like the Apple iPhone App Store. And it works pretty well. It's pretty nice. What I do like is when it downloads items, it's very informative in what it's doing, and gives you a little balloon when it's done in the background, which is pretty nifty. There are a lot of choices in their App Store, but again, not quite as much as you will get from the Apple App Store. Helen Thomas Whitehouse. And you can use audio, and there it goes. It puts it in. It is pretty darn nifty how it does that. And the voice activation for anything that requires textual input, you can use your voice, and we found it was about 70% accurate. I wouldn't quote-unquote dictate emails for the inaccuracy for it. But what you did see is something that's really difficult to on this is I've noticed trying to pinpoint. I'm trying to put the cursor between the E and the P, and you're seeing the difficulties that I have here is I can't really do that. There's real no easy way of doing this. I can kind of tap and hope I get it, and hope, and it just really never happens. So if you want an accurate way of getting inside your text, at least in this phone, you can't do it, and I suspect it's more or less a problem with Android. And that was one of the things that really frustrated me with the Android operating system, is I could never specifically get where I needed as I could here with the iPhone, which was not an issue at all. If you go into any of the applications, it's quite easy. I'll tap here, and you can see the little bubble, and here I can go right between the R and the E if I want. Bingo. So it's kind of unfortunate that Android doesn't do very well for pinpointing text, but that's what you get there. You know, overall, this is a great phone. There is no doubt about the Verizon HTC Android phone in my book. Now, is it an iPhone killer? I would have to say no. But if you are going to be only on the Verizon network and you have no interest in going to AT&T's horrendous network, then if this is absolutely not an option, and this is your only option on Verizon, in my opinion, I think HTC did a great job in the hardware. I think integrating Android the way it did is very well done. Outside of the operating system slowing down and burning up battery very quickly when you do multitasking as well as Flash, we found the battery drained tremendously under Flash, as well as having a lot of crashing problems with Flash. This phone is a great phone. The quality of the voice is good, and everything about the phone is a good phone. If you're on Verizon and you're looking for another phone and you're tired of waiting for the iPhone and don't believe the rumors, I would say without a doubt, go ahead and grab an HTC Incredible. It is one nice device. My name is Sven Rafferty, and you have just seen the HTC Droid Incredible video review for SvenOnTech.com. Visit SvenOnTech.com for more video reviews, as well as updates, news, and views from SvenOnTech.com. Thanks for watching.